Hello, Joe and Angie and Anthony. This is the telescope. I'll go ahead and take the dust bag off. You want to keep the dust bag on there. And the telescope's name was Karma, and the other telescope's name was Wendy. And Wendy's scope was bad, and Karma's mount was bad, so I put the two together, and so there we go. We got a 2-for-1 hybrid telescope here. So they are easy to use. So this first video will be how to use it. And then I'll make another video on how to adjust it. And then you'll get the address to both these videos. So first of all, there's a dust cap. We'll just let the eyepiece act as that dust cap. There's also a dust cap here. And so the dust cap just pops off like that. And then boom, it's a telescope. And then when you're done using it, you put the dust cap back on. Now it has this little dude right here, and it comes off. It comes off. And so if you're looking at the moon is really bright, so you don't need the entire optic. If you look at the moon like that, it could be overwhelmingly bright. So if we put this thing on, like that, the telescope still works, only it's 10 times dimmer and it's easier on the eye. But you don't want to look at anything else like that because it'd be too dim. Now, if you do use this, you don't want this hole to go over one of those veins. So we're not going to put it on like that. We would put it on like that so that the hole is not going over those veins if you're going to use it. Chances are you won't use that much, but if you did do it that way, you want to make sure that that doesn't go over one of those lines. Okay, so the telescope has up and down motion and right and left motion. So if you want to put it on an object, you can move it over that way and move it up that way, and boom, there you go. Now this is the finder scope. So you can hunt in here and put the crosshairs on your object like the moon. Then once you've found it in there, you can come over to here and look in there with the cap off, of course. You look in here and focus it until it's focused for you, and boom, it's a telescope. Now, the next person that looks might have to tweak the focus a little bit. Then the next person that looks might have to tweak the focus a little bit. So each person will have to adjust the focus. I've only got one eyepiece coming, so the telescope has a 650 millimeter focal length, and the eyepiece is a 25 millimeter focal length. So the magnification is 650 divided by 25, which I think is 26. So that makes it 26 power. If you want to get another eyepiece, you can change the powers, but frankly, you're probably good with that. That is that. Now, notice it's short. You can see me standing next to it. The telescope comes up to my big fat belly button there. So if you're looking down low, you're bending over and looking at it, which works okay. However, some people like to put it on a hood of a car or the tailgate of a pickup or on a picnic table, and then it's a little bit easier because you're not bending over. But it still works just fine like that. Okay, then when you're done, you put the dust cap back on it, put it away. I'm going to make another video that explains how to adjust it in case the collimation gets whacked, which I hope it doesn't. But in case it does, you'll need to be able to adjust that. All right, I'm going to end this video now.